People, welcome to another edition of that finger tapping frenzy that we all know and love is WWE SuperCard. And me, Big Jim, happening back here at BadLadDad HQ. Are you feeling the hype? Are you hyped? Are you hyped up? You know what I mean? We're going over the limit. It has arrived. It's been launched. It's here. It's happening now. Over the limit. It's our first look to see this new mode of WWE SuperCard Season 5. Now, of course, all of you watching, you're intelligent people, you're good people out there, you've already worked out what you need to do and how it all works. And it's like, Big Jim, it's no big deal, we've got it sussed. But this is my first look, and I know you like to look at things when I'm first looking at them, so let's have a first look at them together, even though you've had your first look, and this is my own first look on my own. You know what I mean? So, let's have a look. But, you know what I'm like, I'm not just going to get on with it. There's a few things to address first. The first thing is new sub of the week. It's Twitter sub. You'll find him Will Bulmer 2, B-U-L-M-E-R, number 2. And the reason why Will is our sub of the week this week is because of a tweet that he sent, admittedly a few days ago, but he'd hit Neon tier. And he took a little video, little screen grab, as you like to do, as we all do when we do these things, little landmarks. And there he proudly pulled his Jimmy Uso Neon card as his first pull. Now, how long was it before he got his second pull? It was like that. It was just like that. Finn Balor, my lord, Finn Balor. Back to back Neon tier pulls. Not a bad way to start the day, is it? Back to back Neon pulls. Never seen something like that done before. And that footage that he shared with himself and a couple of others on Twitter has had something like 430 odd likes and retweets. So, pretty popular little movie clip that. So that's earned Will Bulmer 2 the right to be our sub of the week. And that is obviously, he's one of our Twitter subs. Not sure if he subs on YouTube. That's not so important because you could be a sub on Instagram, it could be Facebook, it could be all the social media. It could be everything. There's got to be at least one thing. But that is what puts you in contention to be sub of the week. And then what you've got to do is come up with something that's entertaining. You've got to entertain Big Jim. And if I find it entertaining, you're in with a chance. That's the first thing. Second thing is, and don't send me a load of messages saying that you can't see it. It does get a bit tiresome. Well, I don't mind. It's nice to know there's people out there watching. John Cena has been pro'd, and that hasn't really done an awful lot to my ranking. I'm still Neon plus plus. Because I didn't play much on the old player v player mode last week, down to one momentum slot. I've never had just one momentum slot before. So what I really need is 5 momentum slots to see if that could edge me anywhere closer to getting into that elusive Shattered tier. If not, I'm going to have to get myself an Event Pro, aren't I? Or a Neon Female Pro. The chances of that are pretty slim. A lot slimmer than me, put it that way. So I don't think that's a viable future, but I am playing the PvPs at the moment, which is the male Royal Rumble, and I've got 2 slots secured already. But let's get back to the action and what makes Over the Limit so exciting, so intriguing, so interesting is the fact that you can be playing any of the game modes that you like, and you will be contributing and collecting cards towards the hype that you need in Over the Limit OTL. Not quite roll off the tongue that OTL, does it? OTL. Could come up with a better name than that. You will have all seen this, I know, I'm sure. Collecting your hype cards, drop board, don't see that. Fairly easy to follow. And already, here we are, it's been going for a few hours. It's still obviously in day 1. I haven't started yet, so I've not contributed. But look, we're up to 6 million, well, 15,874,222 hype contributions to the global hype. And, of course, in my ranking here in Neon++, the top reward I would get would be a Gothic to Shattered card from that pack. As a community, if we hit the community target, it's quite a big target, but then if we've hit 16 million already, it's not one of these things that where you sort of run out of steam, like Road to Glory, where suddenly picks get harder and everything. It's just a matter of time, isn't it? And as we're only halfway through day 1, surely that 60 odd has got to be achievable. Probably finally increase that limit off this first one, but you never know. Be interesting to see how they calculated that, how they came up with that figure. And of course, for myself, the targets are, I suppose, press rewards is a bit easier to see. For 9,000 hype, I've got the Bobby Lashley Shattered card at the top of the tree. I don't have Leo Rush, and I don't have Drew McIntyre. I might have Drew McIntyre actually, I don't know, it's not so important. And then SummerSlammy, which isn't important at all in terms of my deck. But fairly easy, your first target. Everyone's got the same amount of hype that you need to get your targets. The 300, the 1500, the 4000, the 9000. And it probably won't let me go in here. No, I don't have any hype at the moment. I'm just gonna play. Just gonna let myself play a couple of games on Rumble and get a few hype cards. I'll just go in and have a little dabble. What I've got in here at the moment, this is just as important actually, is the Mister and Tyler Breeze, who will both be eventually 2 more Neon Pros. He's got quite a bit of work needs doing. Their partners, or their other halves, their better halves, are all done and dusted. They're ready to go. So I just need to get these 2 sorted. And that's 2 more Neon Pros in the BLD army. One thing Cena has done is pushed me into Shattered tier in Ring Dommy Dim Dom. So it's never been any point going for the event cards while you're not in the top tier in Ring Dommy Dim Dom, because you're not going to get the second card to make the pro. Now I'm in Shattered for Ring Dommy Dim Dom. Kind of got no excuses. Kind of got no excuses there. So that's good news, because as I've shown you, I'm going to need to get myself an event pro to get into Shattered tier permanently. Typical that they've come out with a neon straight away. That's not a problem. What I do like Royal Rumble, because you can. I mean, I could quite happily just sit here and let it do its own thing, and I wouldn't need to touch it and just start playing itself. And I could chat to you, I could go away, make a cup of tea, do whatever I want to do. Although it does help to monitor what's going on, particularly if you've got. I find it's no point just putting one high-powered card in, because you might not get it in your hand. But if you've got a couple of high-powered cards in, you've got that. Oh dear, you've got that second card as a backup. Whew, that was a close call. So power, try and avoid power, he says, with 2 power flipping cards in there. Yes, so you know, I could quite easily just let it play itself, and it is the sort of thing where, yeah, look at that. I just don't care. Just play power. I don't care. You could quite happily let the game play beside you while you're watching the telly and what have you. It's a kind of even lazier than the early stages of Road to Glory, where with Road to Glory you could just like do a bit of side finger tapping frenzy while you're doing other things. With this, you literally can just press play and then walk away from it and do whatever you want to do for a bit. So I like that. Bit of automatic playing. Which, you know, there's a lot of games now where you've got some grinding stages and it's got an automatic mode for certain things. I don't think it would hurt. Do you? I don't think it would hurt to have a little automatic mode kick in now and again on some of these things. It would save our fingers for all that tapping for a start. I don't know about you, but I sometimes find if I've been powering through an event, because I tend to find that like some days you can barely touch a game, and then another day with a different wind, etc., you can devote a lot of time to it. But I find at night time, getting a bit of the old twitches going on in the fingers, which I guess long term's not good. It's probably an early road to arthritis, which isn't a good thing, and that's something that perhaps none of us are addressing right now, because it's like, oh, we're all having fun, we're all playing games, you're not thinking about things like arthritis and what have you, are you, when you get older? But perhaps we should. Perhaps that is something we should worry about with all this finger tapping frenzy. Right. Strange route to go down, but you know, just speak as I feel, speak as I find. And there we go. It's the first hypester. What I'll do actually with this amount of picks, so we've got a team battleground going as well. See, look, there's all sorts going on. There's team battlegrounds. Oh, pew, 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 pew. There's all sorts picking around. Look at it. Oh God, I could do actually wearing some shades to play this. need to be some one of these warnings about flashing images, doesn't there? Actually, I should be putting that on my video. This is on a video, Big Jim. This is what you're doing to your people. Your good people who are watching out there. Charge. So, oh yes, snowmen. That's another thing. I've picked up a few snowflakes already playing overnight. And I don't know why I find snowflakes funny. It just doesn't sound right. And a couple of snowman cards as well. Ready to build towards getting some holiday festive cards. I've not opened one of those £5 holiday packs because really you do want to be trying to get a pro, and I've got no idea how many different cards there are. So there's about 50 different cards. The chances of getting a pro from getting 3 or 4 packs is pretty minimal. Snowflake. So that's something I'm not bothered doing. One thing I would like with these packs is just a little tab, a little eye for info, or a little question mark that you could tap on it, and it gives you a little percentage breakdown of what your chances are of getting a particular card. It doesn't have to be like each individual card, just like specific tiers. So if you've got one of these packs where you could get a card that's Gothic to Shattered, you get a little Shattered 0.01%, Neon 0.1%, and then Gothic 99.99999%, so that you can actually see what you're letting yourself in for when you're opening these packs. There's plenty of other games now. I think I mentioned before, like playing Walking Dead Road to Survival, and they've got a lot of packs in game. Believe me, they don't stop pushing all the in-game stuff that you can buy there. But in fairness, there is a little question mark tab that if you tap it, it will let you know what your percentage chances are of pulling a particular item from whatever those packs are. I think that's something that could well do with incorporating within WWE SuperCard. Right, we've got some hype, a little bit of hype, just a tiny bit of hype. We're just remotely interested at this time. We're not hyped. We're just kind of intrigued, aren't we? Right, here we go. Flip over the tiles and get right. So we want to get like a plus 50 or something like that. We'll get 2 bonus. We'll get double everything that we can see. 15, 50. Do you pick any particular tiles in any particular order, or do you just give it a random tap? A random finger tapping. Oh, look, there's 2 50s there. Come on, give us a 50. Give us a 50. Oh no, not a 10. Don't want a 10. Right, 5s. What does that do? What does that do? I'm not sure what that does yet. You see, like you people will know. That's the first time I've seen these coin type things. Does it just add 15? What did it do? I just added 15. Oh, right, that was pretty disappointing then, really, to be quite honest. I thought, oh, gold coins, it's gold doubloons, we've hit treasure, it's big. It's not big, it's just added 15, right, okay. And it's eaten up, obviously, all the hype that was there. Right, okay. You can, of course, use a hype multiplier, which will help you in your hype quest. As I say, what is useful about this, the 2 big things that's useful about it are that you can play it over the top of any other mode, so that's pretty cool. And it's not something that gets harder as you go on. Look, we've hit the 16 million mark, that's cool. As a group, we've passed it, so we're up to the Neon pack, or SummerSlam to Neon pack. Yeah, so it's not something where you get like day 3 and it's a real slog and everything. Yes, you need more hype to go through the stages, but it's not any harder, and it's not like you've got to a particular obstacle to tackle. You could be doing it on wild mode, you could be doing it on any mode you like, really. It kind of encourages you to drink for a living. It encourages you to play whatever part of the game that you really enjoy playing and get some sort of reward back for it, which is a good thing, I guess, after all this time. It's only taken 5 seasons. Well done. Well done, everyone at Cat Daddy. So there we have it, people. Thanks ever so much for watching. That's it for another episode of WWE SuperCard from me, Big Jim, here at BadLadDad HQ. And you know what to do if you like the video. Whack me a few likes down below. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed before. Hit that bell notification. You know the routine. You've got to hit the bell notification, because if you don't, you're not going to find out when the videos come out. You're going to have to just keep logging in all the time. And there's all the other social media, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, which are all different ways you could be Sub of the Week. Come on, entertain me. Come on, send me something. A big smile on this face. Come on, you don't want to see a grumpy face. You want to see a happy Big Jim, don't you? So there we have it, people. That's it for the time being. Till I see you next time. You stay cool. Hey, yeah, we're not gonna give more tipples. No. Hey, yeah, you'll just have to play more SuperCard. That's right.